Alright, I'm here. We got a wheel. Thank you very much, Snark Breeder. People go friggin' wild for this wheel, man. I don't know what it is. Why? I gotta spin it. Fortunately, we didn't go to the other thing yet. We'll start the YouTube stream. Hello, YouTubes. We live? You like the spinny wheel? Well, we get to see it one more time. Well, let me get the link. I did not do this for the last stream. I apologize for the clickers. You should be subscribed to the YouTube channel by now. Anyways, does this even count as spinning? I mean, it makes a funny little thing. I like it. That's it. What happens if I hide everything? Whoa. Interesting. It transforms. I don't want to add. Espanol voice. Subtítulos. Sí. Well, we will have to make sure to watch the ending credits. We'll have time. Thank you very much, Snark Breeder. I need to do the next hunt in mouse and keyboard. Steam still down? Probably got to restart Steam. That's fine. We don't need to. Money well spent. I will try not to scam you. You know, we just need to break the back, but I think a peanut with a wig hair. Yes. Hey. Yep. Is it next hunt or next quest? It's the next hunt. It needs to be Lavazia. I don't even know how to do the charge attack to get him out to break his fins. That's the worst part. Can you SOS into Fatalis after Shara? Why would you want that? Why would anyone want that? I'm just going, man. We're just flying. We're flying. SOS villain? It's about time, right? Hold on, I'm not using the right. Me slowly scrolling through my items is like really funny. Did I not buy cool drinks just now? Oh, I thought I did. Well, we know we're somewhere. It's so sad. Nope, that's used. I know there's advantages to playing this way. Allegedly. Ancient potion? Are you here? Only for gunners? But like, I've never... look, I'm not the best gunner in any game, but I've never felt like it's that bad in Monster Hunter aiming on a controller. It's never really been bad. Casa un Lavazia. Oh, there he is. I found it. I found how to do it. Like this. Hosa! Yes! I don't know how to prepare it and sling it. The Aegisar car, is that like race? Bleedy solo. I just wanted to break the fifth. Happy Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. Dressed up as Pikmin? That sounds great. I saw a lot of teenage girls dressed as minions. And I didn't know that the minions were that popular still. But I guess they must be. This is just terrible. I mean, it could be popular on TikTok. I mean, I guess, you know, I mean, at this point, minions are like mega old, right? So maybe they just like enjoy the minions. Come on, dude. I'm trying to look at my items. And it's so slow. Mortis. The only thing that gave me any pause is I saw like a mom and dad, several adults bringing like their like 1-year-old child going trick-or-treating. And it's like, who's this candy for? I want to see the receipts. Who's eating the candy? You giving this baby your candy? That baby's looking real young. Taking my candy, you can eat it? This candy's for kids. Neighborhood gives out candy to the kids and jello shots to the adults. That owns. I'm going to do that next year. With your sister, we saw Bluey Family. I don't really know what Bluey is. I know it's popular, though. One gabagool per child. Come over to my house. I'll give you some sliced deli meat. I like that idea. I like that idea, like, a lot. Can I dress up as Gazamgorn next year? I would need, like, help. I would need several people to be, like, the arms and, like, the little hand tail. Dress up like a worm. I've seen a costume. A worm costume. Several people hunt me down. I need Fiorain to shield bash my face off. Imagine if Lavazioth was like a key quest. Can't imagine he's got all that much life. Hopefully he's got reduced life. Answer the door in the peanut suit. Look, people already think my house is haunted. I don't need to give them a reason to think I'm an actual lunatic. Like, as the parents are gonna see me. Lavazioth is completely optional. I'm just saying because like he's just like such a like a. It's like they knew when they were designing him. They're like, we don't want anyone to actually fight this thing. I don't even know if we can kill him. Straight up. We're gonna have to farm Rathalos. Dodogama is optional, yeah. I was just thinking that. Might have to get some Mind's Eye. There's ain't no way Lavaziov has more health than Seething Basilgoose. 30,000? Gonna be here a long time, man. If we ever even could clear it. We're about to die right now at this exact moment. He scared me. I thought he was gonna keep going. Well, no way he's got 30,000. Having leftover candy? I do. At the beginning, I was giving out 2 bags of gummies, and then towards the end, when I started to get low, I only started to give out 1 bag. Can you have some? If you were here, I'd give you at least 5 bags. They're little tiny ones. Does bouncing use more sharpness? Historically, it would use double your sharpness. I don't know if it's the same in World, because you almost never bounce on things. Pedos to the kids you don't like? Well, I like pedos. So 26,000 HP, that's actually more than most monsters. That's like, it's like insane that one of the monsters with the worst hit zones also has some of the worst hit zones. The most life. He dropped a shiny. That can be a fin. I mean, if he stays in the lava, it's no problem, right? Wait, what? What if no shiny pickups was on the wheel? I mean, that is a horrible thing that could go on the wheel. He's not that bad in the guiding lands. Pongo Azul. No, mapping should be on the wheel as well. Look, we may do another wheel at some point. I will add more options. When did I buy the ninja hat? I don't know. Probably like 2 years ago. I bought it from Walmart online. When I did buy it off of the Walmart website, there was a user review that said because it was like a loot box, there was like random stuff in it. And one of the reviews, I assume by a teenage kid, said it was filled with trash and a used 12-inch. And I thought that was really funny. I thought that was really funny when I read that. I'm sure it's very popular to hate on Ninja in school. Was it correct? I still have the toys behind me. If you enhance the The stream quality, you can see I've got like little ninja toys behind me. He's popular with kids? He's popular with like young kids, I think. He's probably not that popular with teenagers. Probably like, oh, you like ninja? You like baby stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, teenagers probably thought he was really cool until he wasn't. That's fine. That's terrible. You getting his tail? Hey, his head broke. I don't understand what's going on. Am I bouncing? I wonder if it's possible to get him into the other area. The damage is definitely not good. Oops. It's very easy to hit the wrong button. I don't know how to Now I'm eating all of my mandragores. I just need to sharpen, man. Can't use fire pods. I mean, we could have decided to switch to gun lance instead of having a helmet, but I feel like this is the right choice. Thinking about tanking with lance, is it fun? I wouldn't necessarily think of lance as like a tanking weapon. It's got a lot of good defensive options, obviously, but lots of weapons do. It's honestly a little bit more about pushing your luck with how many pokes you can get off before you need to counter. It is fun. It's fun to learn. It's fun to use. Feels like boxing the monsters. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. Now, I can't tell you what I'm doing right now is a very good representation of the lance. Because... Oh, what are we fighting Lavasioth? We need his fins for the next weapon upgrade. Oh, he almost got me. I know you almost got me. I don't think they're broken yet, right? I guess the really funny part about him is like you break his face and then it's just like a terrible hit zone. Don't kill me, please. Dude, it's so hard to tell when he's going to do that little hip check. You can definitely combine YouTube and Twitch chat on the same screen, but the emotes don't show up, and that's really annoying. Homie Ken wants me to talk to him about elemental heavy bowgun. I've sworn off of bowgun, I'm sorry. You need to find another content creator to talk about bowgun. I mean, if you're gonna bowgun, I guess element is the least bad way to do it. I'm so scared right now. I might drop another shiny. Sticky Wyvern ammo? Wyvern ammo is cool. Cluster is cool. Cluster was mega broken in base world. I remember that. Try bowgun is cool. Alright. You're right. I'm being a little unfair. Is that a shiny or is that a pod? It's been 20 minutes already. I mean, I think they didn't want normal ammo to be... Maybe they thought normal ammo was too overpowered. And they wanted to make something stronger than it. And that's why we got spread. Yes! No! Yes! Good timing. Good timing on that part. It's not that those play styles, like, normal is bad now. It's just, like, spread is so much stronger. Or Sticky provides so much utility. Like, that's the nicest thing I'll say about Sticky. It definitely does provide a lot of utility. What am I doing? You thought playing Sticky Heavy Bowgun was so boring? I never really played it. I think I technically did make a set for it at one point, but... Probably the most I did was Sticky on AT Colv and Master Rank for the first phase, and I feel like that's still like a fine way to get through that one phase and then switch off. Well, I like it when the big damage off of Heavy Bowgun was linked to its siege fire. I always thought that was interesting. Sticking the next monster? What if they really, really nerf it? The game stop. I mean, I didn't buy your copy of the game. I'm not out here yucking your yum. That's what you want to do. Heavy bowgun being light bowgun with more ammo sucks. Yeah, no, I mean, they definitely... It lost its soul a little bit in World. Trying to make it more... I don't know, newer player friendly, I guess? I mean, I don't necessarily blame them for being like, we don't want this thing to be the tank control thing that it was in the older gen. Like, it's definitely the right move. You're gonna have to wait a moment on that one, Parka. I will. I can't thank you. Is this a bribe for the sticky guild? There's so many gift subs. He's exhausted. I mean, he's been dropping it, man. I think Frostcraft heavy bowgun sneak attack wyvern ammo is actually kind of cool. I mean, at that point, you're playing like some deranged variant of Gunlance, and like I can respect that. Dude, Wyvernheart is actually kind of cracked. It does so much damage. Please, Rathalos, be nice to me. Please! I need to break these fins! Hongo Azul! Please! Give me a fin. Damn it! Bro, I'm almost dead. Alright, hold on. Got a Mandragora. Wait, explosive mines aren't true damage? Are they shot damage? That, you know, the mines are a cool aspect in World. Oh, I'll give that. No, please. I need to run. I don't have any healing left. I'm gonna have to slurp all of my Mandragoras. No! Please! Oh! Let me up! Please! Please! Yes, we're on mouse and keyboard, right? What grinding land should you focus on? I mean, if you're just trying to speedrun it. Coral Highlands is technically the best. I don't know what button to press. There we go. I mean, I was going hard because, like, I'm trying to get that back fin, man. I think we're out of nitro shrooms. He's got to be getting kind of close. Nice costume. Thanks, man. Shep Sama? That's... San is enough. Sama's too much. You can just say Shep Kun and, like, that's fine. If Candy's dressed like that, what do you think? I think that shiny will still be there. It might be. Am I using a mechanical keyboard? I think it's a mechanical keyboard. I don't know. It was sent to me. I didn't buy it. So I have no emotional attachment to it. Shep OG-san. Please don't call me OG-san. Unless you mean, like, OG-san for, like, uncle, and then that's okay. Oh, I didn't restock my Mandragoras all the way. Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance you could hear the keyboard. There's nothing I can do about that. That's just going to be our life until I can clear this quest. Like, what is the deal with his fins, man? Why don't they break? Go over here. Come over here. Right here. Get your ass exploded on. No. Yes, like that. I mean, they have to break. I mean, there's definitely a thin break in this game for them. And it's not even like I need one of them. I need two of them. Go. That must be his new move they gave him in Master Way, his like ray vomit. It's not even enraged. It's like I can't even drag him. Oregon's coming. Oh. Guy just ruined my existence. What was he doing? Well, I'm trying to switch over to my Hongo Azul. Is that or is that not heated up? They could have given him a turf war with Uragon. Did he just break the fins? What did he break? I think he broke the fins. I think it's 100% reward, by the way. Yo, just get lit up, dude. Oh! You know, at the very least, he does take 5% damage from Dragon, which means I do an extra 2 to 3 damage per poke. Not nothing. Hongo Azul. Let's go grab some more Hongos. This is what it's like for most people when they play Monster Hunter. I'm feeling so much empathy right now. It's extremely, like, it's humbling. It's exciting, really. We have 20 minutes left. I love Hongos. I love Hongos too. It depends, though. I don't like them on pizza. But I like them on pretty much everything else. Does his body even heat up now? His tail. So what if I break his tail, what? He's got no good hit zones left. What an awful monster design. No! Rathalos, no! Poison him. He did, like, run away. They ever removed a weapon from the game because of a low play rate? Not any, like, official mainline weapon. I mean, in Try, they had a scaling back of weapons as they were doing a bunch of redesigns, but they came back, like, immediately, so. Japan and Quest? If I clear this quest, I can go back to using a controller again. That's worth it to me. He can't be worse than the Shrieking Legiana. And I cleared Shrieking Legend. Medium bowgun. That was medium bowgun. This is the thing medium bowgun fans don't want to hear. Medium bowgun is just light bowgun without the hops. You win, you have to do a nut suit strip tease. What does that mean to you? No! No! Well, this isn't... We got one fin.
Put him in a fucking bench.
Dennis is right about me. I'm not going to do the striptease because I didn't win. Oh, you can see my Trader Joe's in the camera, huh? I got one fin. Trying to just do like a little like... How does the thriller go again? I know it's like that. And it's like a zombie thing. Does that count as clearing the quest? No, I don't know. No, that does not count. I didn't kill it. What do I not need? Mancha del Diablo. I really like that for some reason, and I don't know why. Using controller? I can use the controller in the town. Don't make me put you in the bathroom. Chat, tell him. I will do it. Look, I will bite you, okay? If I see you, any one of you in real life, you're getting bitten. Maybe we got an investigation for Lavaziov. And he'll take more damage. Or he'll have 5 cards. So many people in the bathroom already? Yeah. I don't know why Lavaziov has so much health. Now I just want to kill him because, like... then it's just like, the curse is gone. Like, I'm just going to focus on dealing damage. Are they at least oiled up? I don't know what they're doing in there. Canceled the mission. I did not know that. Why would it...
Put him in a fucking bench.
If I consulted with my Latin American audience, they probably could have helped me on that one. I love you all, by the way. I hope you know that. I do. Another 40-minute quest. This one might be faster because, like, I'm not going to go for the fins this time. I'm just going for damage. Now, does that mean it's actually going to be faster? No, I mean, obviously not. But, I mean, that's the plan. Everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the face. Sounds like the North American audience could have told you can't sell them at cancel. Well, I wasn't really reading. I mean, I saw, yes, I saw it in my vision. It saw something about Sin mission, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound right. But let's just push the button anyways. The only merciful thing about this guy is like it doesn't he doesn't stick around in his little lava pit that much. No, don't. No. Why would you do that? Get out. I need to hit you. Get over here. Take a little sip of my Bebida Frida. How bad has the run gotten?
It's coming in
There's
4
nothing left on the
hours!
wheel. There's no
What
more wheel. The wheel is maxed out.
Possibly debatable about that. 4 hours.
I'm fighting a Lavaziov on mouse and keyboard with a Dragon Bone Lance and no pods. That's how it's going right now. That was my bad. I could have done better. Pretty good. I mean, you know. Well, if our measure of success is simply subscription, we got there. We've been there. You know, I'm gonna say it is better to have his face broken, because otherwise, just bouncing in blue is just terrible. I did not time out on Shara. I died. I triple carded. Killing this Lavaziov would do 2 things for me. Well, there is a high possibility at getting the fin, which we need for a weapon upgrade. Not guaranteed unless the fin is broken. And then I will be allowed to go back to controller on Shara. I did triple card. You know, that's fair. I did triple card in the Lavaziov. He got me. Well, you know, let's give Urgon some credit, though. He is the one that broke the fins. Well, that's bad. I don't know what shows up in this quest. I'm assuming it's always Basil and Azure, but... Or sorry, Urgon and Azure, but... I guess I don't really know. Let me use my Cecina de Estera. What's Cecina? Is that jerky? Dried meat, essentially. You don't know what a cecina is supposed to be? Is anyone? Any Latin Americanos? Pork? Cecina is jerky. I'm Argentina, I know what a cecina is. I'm gonna sound very dumb right now. Spanish is the official language in Argentina, right? I know it's Portuguese in Brazil. Okay. I just wanted to double check, I just want to make sure. Is it Argentina where you're supposed to, like, if you show up with, like, US dollars, you're supposed to go to, like, a convenience store and exchange them on the black market for Argentinian dollars. Otherwise, you get ripped off at the ATM. Is that country? Have a good night, Kim. Also in Venezuela. It's both countries? That sounds tough. Fight each other. Don't fight me. Give us U.S. residency, streamer. There's a lot of other countries. I mean, the U.S. isn't the worst country in the world. But if I was choosing, it wouldn't be my choice. Yeah, if you can get that German residency, they got it pretty good over there. This is awful. I hate this. I hate everything about this. Let's just walk away first. Now Dodo's here? Why is it when you buy get the Wyvern Tears G, it almost sounds like Ligma? Finland's amazing. I've been to Finland before. Pro recommend Finland. Thailand seems okay. Japan would be okay. It just feels like it's kind of hard to get residency there. Taiwan? I've never been. I can't say. It's probably okay. Yo, that dodo looks huge. It is likely going to war? Finland? Didn't it just join NATO? I know we have a friend that's very concerned about Russia in Finland, but it seems unlikely, but I mean, I guess I don't know. War's trending. War. Imagine countries just started going to war because they wanted more of those TikTok likes and likes on YouTube. Like, oh, this is really boosting our ad revenue. Just for clout. That probably explains a lot of war if you think about it. Just literal, actual clout chasing. I think I want to break his face. Got to get broken eventually. Is this the most boring fight in Elder? I mean, given my restrictions, I wouldn't call this boring at all. This is actually very difficult. Boring to me sounds like something that's tedious, easy, doesn't require any thought. I'm on full restrictions over here. World Jurachotus, I would say, is boring. Iceborne doesn't do anything to give him a glow up, right? I couldn't even tell you with absolute certainty what new move he even gets in Iceborne. Okay, Dodo's trying to kill me. I know I just fought him the other day in an SOS and he did something that looked a little new and I thought that was interesting. I mean, the Rise one, surprisingly enough, like, there was a lot of urgence for him at one point. Oops, too early. This damage is so pathetic. This is so bad. This is my fault? Fuck. Out of every one of these resub show hole Saturdays. Okay, the most we've ever gotten was like 130. 140. I just kept adding things because I wanted there to be variety. I wanted there to be a lot of things to spin on the wheel. Now there's nothing left. Even the language is Latin Americano. It's possible we will not get a fin at the end. But at the very least, I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize. At the very least, I will be free of mouse and keyboard after I kill this Lavazian. I don't even know if he's easier to kill this way than Shara would have been. How's his damage? 200. It's fun. I just didn't expect it to last for like 7 streams? How many streams has it been? It's been a lot. Well, I didn't take away the timer. Please, give me one thing. The timer just died. Like, straight up, it was not working. There was something about my computer. My computer went to sleep and then it stopped working. Did I finish fuck? No! And I want to. I want to finish fuck. We're close. Stop biting me. Stop biting me. Dude, he's coming for these ass cheeks, man. Stop! If he could just stay like this forever, it would be awesome. Permanently mushy. Being permanently mushy, I got some toffee at that Trader Joe's Chaos, and that's gonna make me mushy, man. That stuff's too good. You ever have a little dessert and you're like, this is too tasty, like this is gonna be the end of me? That's me right now with the toffee. 675 pokes. What's your average damage per poke? 20. You have 47 kanji to learn tomorrow? Do you seriously? That's a lot of kanji. I usually would learn like no more than like 20 at a time. I don't know the kanji for toffee. I mean, there might be, I mean, there's definitely kanji for like sweets, right? $20 per poke would be 1,350 pokes. Are you including environmental damage? Are you including the hidden damage monsters do to each other? I don't know where he went. Am I located in the restroom? No, but I put people in the bathroom. I'm the one that puts people in the bathroom. It's so embarrassing. I don't want to go in the bathroom. I'm going in there. Your take on who the Scarlet Mystery Man is? I have no idea who you're talking about, bro. Give me a little context. Hit me with some context here. This isn't a show? A video game? Politics? Well, Urgon 100% broke Labazi off his fins, and Rathalos definitely poisoned him. I agree they don't do a lot of damage. They do some damage. Yeah, I mean, it's possible they're referencing a Devil May Cry. Why wouldn't they? Capcom's cool like that. Or it could literally just be a mystery man. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be anything. Am I out of potions? Am I out of potions and everything else? Let's hit him with some bombs. Suck. You guys play together. I'm out of healing. Well, you know, it's only one restock halfway through the quest. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. I mean, I just need everything. I mean, check it out. This is, I mean, I know I'm like bragging about my weapon like it's good. I mean, but this is a master rank weapon. It should be able to do more. Deck builder that came out? Is it the weird kind of fighting one? I got that. And it kind of, I think it crashed on me on the Steam Deck. Defender is better. I mean, Defender would be so much better. Phantom Rose 2 Sapphire. Interesting. Post it in the Discord. Frog Sapo. This is Lavazioth number 2. Lavazioth 1 killed us. What? I just jumped off. That was not what I thought that button would do. You know, I mean, they're not good. But they're not. Like, they obviously had no real plans that anyone would ever play their game like this. Why am I still using bone armor? I just haven't gotten anything better. I mean, health boost and attack is always good, though. I mean, you know, they're high dragon. And there's someone at Capcom who can't do math that thinks that if you put enough dragon on something, it makes it a good weapon. In low rank and high rank, it has low Elder Seal. In master rank, it gets medium Elder Seal. Is controller that's that much better? I mean, if you've only ever learned on mouse and keyboard, maybe you wouldn't know any different. But it's definitely a lot more comfortable. I mean, the concept that I have to use 4 or 5 mouse buttons to control my character is insane to me. Rathalos, Val, Banbaro is technically weak to it. Radabon's technically weak to Dragon. The Elder Seal is technically good against Safi. It is a joke option against the Latreon, but you would probably get a topple with it. It does have a lot of Dragon. Oh, base world? I think you got it. I mean, I don't think Lunastra actually takes good damage, but the Elder Seal would be better than some things, maybe. The thing is with Kushala, like, it feels like he just puts his barrier up again immediately, you know? Like, I would agree with you, but I think it just, like, if anything, if you got, like, a very consistent way of having earplugs, it would be alright. Their concept for Dragon was less about this will be good damage, and instead it was like this will have Elder Seal, which might do something against monsters. And then just like, they just never really developed it in a particularly amazing way. It was a cool concept. To be honest, that's kind of what I want every weapon to be. Every weapon should like negatively impact the monster that's weakest to it. Even if it's just like part breaks that are exclusive, like fire on Laganga's fangs. I think that's great. I mean, I would never judge anyone for playing even like Charge Blade, mouse and keyboard only. I just don't think it would be that fun. I feel like it'd be really painful. Everyone is there. Everyone is there. We've got 20 minutes left? Something like that. We got the Finn. Now all we have to do is kill him. He is angry. Let's drag him. He should chase us. I'm assuming Lavazioth chase. But oh god, did he just unenrage? Oh, the timing couldn't be worse. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to judge a deck builder until you actually get into it and start messing around with it, right? You could look at Dominion and be like, this looks like the most boring-ass game ever. You're just getting gold coins. But it's actually a really good game. Val is definitely not impact only. Kind of anime art styles and whatever sells. Begging me to kill him? Say that like somebody who's been wronged by a Lavazios before. Whoa! He's about to get, well, a little bit lavaed. I never played the Monster Hunter board game, so I have no opinion. I'm sure it's fine. I used to play a lot of board games. It's been a long time. You draw more slimy worms? Don't let me stop you. I guess we don't care about the shinies anymore. Please tell me you're leaving. Focus? I think Lavazios has focus. Yeah, Basil's on, Basil gets the guts now, right? No, my Bibita Frio is gone. Okay, I know it says Freya. I would just, for some reason, I would expect it to be a Frio. I don't know why. It's La Babita. Okay. So yeah, it's gotta be. You're right. Gotta have the feminine pronoun. I got you. I understand it is a thing, but it does feel funny that, like, words have... No! Masculine and feminine versions. We've got 20 minutes left. You think we got it? Am I your guy? I hope so. Do I have my ration? I do. I did only 10,000 damage at best. That... I think I did more than that. You don't think I've done it? The last spin. Language switched to Latin American Spanish for the voices as well. I just don't see how this can be worse than Shrieking Legiana. Because I beat that quest and like I couldn't hit her at all. This is great, but like I'm burning alive. I will Fago Sapo you. Told you. Who's here? Big Dick Dodo comes waddling in. Yo, he just got blasted on. Lynn, thank you. We're in hell right now. Thank you so much. We're in hell right now. Happy Halloween to you as well. I handed out candy tonight. Bought a whole bunch of gummy bears. It was great. I love Halloween. I love giving out candy on Halloween. Let me use my Fuente de Vida. Polvo de Vida. I'm assuming polvo is dust? The gummy bears are like one of the most legit candies. You have to worry about any allergies. The only kids you might like upset are kids that are like, I guess, vegans? I think they're made with real gelatin. Braces? Ah, they'll melt. I dress as Ninja Nut while giving out candy. Just have that image in your mind. I don't know if we got it, guys. We got 10 minutes left on this dude. You know, I was able to beat him with red sharpness only. Or at least I was able to clear the game with red sharpness only. I just saw that pop up on YouTube. I guess somebody else had the same idea. It's not fun. I'm assuming they actually beat it. And that the video didn't just end with them saying, I tried it and failed. Because it's definitely possible. Kids who eat halal can't have gummies. Is it because they're not kosher? They haven't been blessed or whatever? Well, I did not get certified gummies. I used longsword. How's the hell run? Pretty bad. The mouse and keyboard, it hurts. I guess I'm getting better at it, though. It's only for one quest. If I can clear this, I don't have to use it anymore. Are bombs allowed? They are. I don't want to abuse them, but they are allowed. I have some right here. Mouse and keyboard, just for... It's just supposed to be for one quest. I don't even remember adding this as an option. I thought gelatin was made of horses. We're wrong. That's glue? Well, it's made of bones. For a second, it almost looked like he was going to win. Oregon, you gotta chill, bro. I broke the fin. I already have all the fins I need. I need to clear the quest. I'm still bouncing off his goddamn tail. I think I've got 2 Mega Bomba barrels. Oh, shoot. We don't have time. Where's my cold drink? Trying to hit him with the... Getting him with a bomba de rebote. I should really sharpen. Like, really. Time's got to be getting so low. I mean, I'm just gonna keep poking, man. Problem is like I don't even know. I don't even know how to do like the strong charge move. This? Nope. We did it! Yes! What was the time? 32 seconds left. Franz Ferdinand on YouTube stuck around to see the Lavaziath. Doesn't care at all about killing Shara. He's like, whatever. Albino Donkey wanted to see the sexy nutsuit striptease. I don't even know what that would be. Try and just like lift it off your body. Or could I do it in the other direction? I'm gonna destroy this nutsuit. Doing this bit. Ah! I'm trying to get it so I could show hole. And I can't do it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the nut! I don't even. It looks like I got like a big, like a pregnant nut belly. Like, yeah. It got like a little nut dumpy. I don't think I've got it on right anymore. I think I put it on wrong. I don't know where the hole is anymore. I hate the nut suit. You have no idea how much willpower it takes not to destroy this nut suit. It's not my streaming outfit now. It is 100% not my streaming outfit. I will launch the nut suit into the sun. I'll make it everyone else's problem. I never stopped believing. Well, this is finally more raw than the defender weapon. And it's a lot of dragon. Unfortunately, Shara apparently only takes like 5% dragon. Is this like a level 1 bone weapon? Is it like the same? It's slightly better than a level 1 a level 1 master rank bone weapon. It's about equivalent. I mean, it's probably about like the level 2 bone. Can we get the pink cat headphones? I would buy them if I wasn't morally opposed to them. They're so stupid. I would love to have a Farcaster, but whatever. So I need nitro shrooms. The attack up. They're grilling burgers? It's a little late to be grilling burgers there. Did you get back a little bit late, Julian? From something? I've been streaming for 2 hours. I'm going to have a protein shake after I stream, Julian. I'm going to have a protein shake and a kiwi as an after dinner meal. I did have, so I cooked some of the Trader Joe's fried rice and orange chicken. And I was handing out Halloween candy. And there was one girl that at the door was like, wow, smells pretty good in here. And I'm like, yeah, we just had dinner. Like a little jealous. Love that Trader Joe's orange chicken. And the fried rice was on point as well. Very good. I don't know if they do sponsorships, Chaos. I don't think they do. Handed out lots of candy today at Target. What'd you guys hand out? Is there an Excite shroom on this map? Oh. Hongo excitante. Somebody was like dogging on me for saying I handed out gummy bears, but like doesn't like almost everyone like gummy bears? Assuming you're allowed to eat them. My understanding is that if they might be made of pigs, so they're not like kosher. Oh, the kids went crazy on my doorbell, man. I almost yelled at some of them. I hit the doorbell like 10 times. It's like, I heard you. I gotta stand up. Some leaders want to have warheads. That's too mean. Blow up those kids' taste buds. The haunted house? They were teasing me. One girl almost fell off my porch. She was like not looking where she was going, and I went to grab her. And I did. And she was like, wow, that's some pretty slow reaction time. But it was dark and I didn't see her. And I was trying to help her because she was falling. Getting roasted by like an 8-year-old. Some girl saying I got slow hands. Yeah, they're the Haribo gummies. It was, I couldn't see her. She just like made a weird noise and I looked at her. I'm like, why are you making that weird noise? I didn't say it as I was thinking when I went to look at her and I'm like, oh, she's falling. Got sassy girls in my neighborhood. It's just like, I just have this like effect on everyone that I ever meet. It's just like I'm the clown. I get it. I know my place. I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me anymore. We'll use the potion Antigua. Oh, hold on. Let's get... See, like, that damage actually looks okay. Follow-up question after Lavaziov. How much health does Shara have? I would assume, like, 40,000. Less than Lavaziov. I mean, apparently Lavaziov is one of the tankiest monsters in the game. Some sick joke. Oh, you could probably tell. It's like night and day with a, like, give me a controller. 37,000. I was close. That chip damage is actually quite a bit worse. Not sure if it's worth it or not. We've got Farcasters. I guess I don't have to be that good. Didn't Lavaziov have 36,000? Is that real? Did I actually punch through 36,000 points of health on Lavaziov? No, 25,000. Why are you not ending your combo with a running attack lance? The dash that attack the same amount of damage as 3-hit combo. I want you to think about why I wouldn't. I do have a reason. You a monster, dude? Did you never beat the game? Why am I Peanut Ninja? It's Halloween. Never at Iceborne. Dude, Iceborne's good. I mean, at least it's good now, especially on PC. I was looking at video cards today, and I was just under the blanket assumption that, like, the 4090 ate everything's lunch. But I guess the top-end AMD card is actually pretty good now, and, like, only $1,000. Does anyone know anything about that card? It'd be kind of nice to not have to spend... If I wanted, like, big dick performance, $1,800, and just spend $1,000 instead. It's still a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but, like, I'm creaming. It's a lot of money. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. Keep the rich couch streamer. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for you. I don't even play games off the stream. A little bit. For you. I'm just thinking about sex. I could already run for you in like 8K. Breaking up a $4 game head into 4 days worth of lunches already? The game head's little tiny? Your laptop will probably be able to run sex. Well, Iceborne is not the game I would use to judge whether or not your computer can run sex, as bizarre as that is. As much as I love this game, it is not very well optimized. The nice thing is apparently the next gen of AMD cards are going to be more focused on like the low and mid-range. That means we might see something like a 4090 level performance at like $500, $600. This is me basically speculating, but that would be really nice. Still a lot of money, but... I'm just saying, like, I don't want to spend $1,800 on a 4090. That's too much money. That's insane. They'll never do that? I just read that they're not planning on chasing the super high-end on AMD for the next generation, which means they probably want to have at least a card that's at least equal to their highest-end card before. Copium? Whatever. They released the 3D chips, and they're really good and also way cheaper. Like, you can see it now. Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero. I haven't heard about Dr. Pepper Zero in a long time, my friend. Hopefully you're well. God, the shackles of keyboard and mouse being God are so good. If I didn't kill that Lavazioff, I was just going to have to try and fight him with it. I mean, he saved this run in so many ways. I mean, I probably could have done it, but it wouldn't have been fun. It's just funny how quickly he dies with like virtually any other weapon. The white sharpness really does a lot of work. Blue is okay. I mean, blue is really not that bad. But being on like a situation where you go from white to blue just barely to being like blue and then like actually kind of using your green feels really bad. I'm just not doing that one charge move because A, I don't want to bounce, and B, I don't want to use up all the sharpness. Speaking of though, I'm getting really thirsty. Might have to grab myself a Trader Joe's seltzer. Excuse me. I think I have to. Yep. I'm gonna go. Sorry. I'm like mega thirsty. Like I just got like super parched. I'll get myself a lime boy. Ugh. And I know it's no time to be celebrating yet, but just want to show off the cinnamon sugar toffee I got from Trader Joe's. It's really delicious. It's great. Mmm. What a great treat. I ate the toffee yesterday, not today. There's a lot of laws in the US about creamers and other ilk not revealing sponsorships. If anybody's ever been looking to take me down, if you could prove I've been secretly sponsored by Trader Joe's, it would ruin this stream. Looking cool, thanks, man. Good thing I moved to New Zealand then. What are the laws like that in Japan? Oh, I have no idea. That's a great question. There's a lot of laws, though, that target influencers in particular, which I don't think are necessarily a bad thing. However, the same laws don't, like, apply to, like, TV. And that, I think, is kind of messed up. It gets me every time. There's the mandragores. There's the mandragores. There's the mandragores. Have you for real not seen this monster before? You're a target influencer for real? It It would be great to have like one real corporate sponsor that you could just like suck the butthole off of like every month and just know you're good. 2023, you just beat your first Nergigante? What a great monster though. I was hoping it would be dicks and I could just like suck dicks every day. Never happened. Spoiled Sunbreak final boss first time only a month ago? Like nobody fights that boss. I don't even know how you got spoiled. Maybe art? Yeah, I love those dicks. I wish I could show dicks every single day. What is his actual health split, you figure, once he hits this form? It's not half health, right? We should have gotten AP Shara. Whoa! He usually doesn't do that until his eyes are open. Huh. Well, that's not good. Mortis. Well, that's not good. Normally, this early on, he doesn't do the combo. But I was wrong. Or maybe it goes to more lasers? I don't know. Clearly have to be more careful. Who believes in bounce bombs? Wait, did I use them all? No, wait, yes! Yes! What did you miss? You just missed me bounce bombing. Cool! Rocks onto Shara. Well, then you missed me killing Lavazioth in 48 minutes with mouse and keyboard. We got the weapon upgrade. I'm not complaining. Like, far be it, I am not complaining. Oh. Surprised that didn't stun me. Honestly, the hard part about getting head breaks a lot of the time is like the cat. Cat does quite a bit of damage. You really need to focus a lot of damage on the head. The eyes open up after, like, there's like a second phase. Basically. Oh, I don't see how I'm not stuck here. I don't understand. In the second phase, he starts melting the floor. He's technically got 4 phases. He's got 2 phases in the rock form. He's got 2 phases in this form. Does more reach lance or switch axe in axe mode? Like upward reach? Oh, it's got to be switch axe. I'm assuming it's got the highest upward mobility in the game. I gotta figure out how to not get hit by that. You know, I like Dr. Pepper. I just like, in my brain, it always tastes different. I don't know that I've ever had like a truly fresh Dr. Pepper. Like, I'd like to go to the Dr. Pepper plant and just let me, like, sip off, like, the soda fountain. Like the soda hose? Yeah, the Dr. Pepper tea. Because I feel like most places I get it, like, I don't know, it tastes like a little flat. And, like, I know the Dr. Pepper's not flat. Apparently, there's some legal thing about how Dr. Pepper allows Coca-Cola and Pepsi to operate the way that they do. Some bizarre law about like needing to have like a pepper-flavored soda available that is owned. I think it's technically not owned by either of them. Mind you, I'm not like a real hater of it. Like, I'll drink Pepsi all the time. But, you know, Pepsi always just makes me wonder, like, who goes out there? Like, who's buying all the cans of Pepsi? Are there really people out there that really like Pepsi that much more than Coca-Cola? It's you, really? This guy, he's never gonna let me sharpen. I am not allowed to sharpen. All right, I got you. I understand the assignment. Although, to give you one caveat, mischances in Frontier, Lance gets a full upward sky poke. And that poke is probably higher than Swajet, I would assume. Do you think they'll ever get rid of the 50-minute time limit? Why would they? Think people are struggling with 50 minutes? If you can't clear it in 50 minutes. Something else needs to happen. With how easy the games are getting, I mean, the 50-minute time limit's just there more as like a formality than anything else. The forbidden XXL upward poke. You've never come close. I just cleared a quest in 48 minutes. Literally this stream. It happened. I'm not proud of it, but it was Lavazia. Maybe this is a good time to sharpen. Don't hit me there, Wiggly. Oh, definitely. There's a lot of monsters in Iceborne that they're like, why? They're like, we gave you all of the tools. We gave you the claw and the claw stagger. What monster is this? How is it? This game's been in its final patch status for over 3 years and people still haven't fought Shara Any. It's not a world. I don't even know what you call it. Remember what I had for breakfast? I can tell you exactly what I had for breakfast. I won't tell you unless you ask, but I will tell you if you ask. Cottage cheese. So there was no Belvita biscuit, but yeah, it was Trader Joe's multigrain toast. Trader Joe's 2% fat small curd cottage cheese. Trader Joe's 1% fat milk. Trader Joe's frozen mangoes. 1 scoop of some generic whey protein I purchased off of Amazon. 20 grams of collagen peptides. Vitamin D tablet. Lecithin tablet for the joints. 1 fish oil tablet. Cup of Trader Joe's coffee. Again, with plenty of that Trader Joe's 1% milk. This was the whole grain, whole bean coffee. What's the percentage fat of fish oil tablet? 100%. Outside of the, whatever the outside of the tablet is. I'd assume eyes come out at around 25%. I'm saving my poison for after that. I mean, fish oil, I mean, that's just like pure lipid, right? Well, I mean, the toast and the cottage cheese were obviously not put into the protein shake. But everything else was basically in the protein shake, minus the tablets. Trader Joe's versus Costco. If Costco did not have its chicken bake, it wouldn't even, like, come close. The chicken bake, though, is, like, something else. Trader Joe's, you can, like, actually, like, buy food that tastes good and, like, doesn't cost you more than $100 a week. I feel like I never got out of Costco without spending at least like over $150 to $200. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Trader Joe's is a hyper niche store that you have to go to a second grocery store after? Not true. That's like Trader's blasphemy. I can exclusively shop at Trader Joe's. They even sell toilet paper and stuff. I haven't really ever bought it there, but you can. You're just not trading right. That's okay. I'm not mad at you, but I mean, it's real. All you eat is percent fat dairy and fish tablets. I just talked about my dinner tonight, which was the Trader Joe's chicken fried rice with the Trader Joe's orange chicken. Oh God, we only got 1 cart left. Feel like Trader Joe's has less meat and fish choices? You can buy a ribeye, sirloin, salmon, or tilapia, or shrimp. What are you guys talking about? I'm gonna use this. This. Where's the Nitro Hongo? This. It does not cost $22. I would agree with you if you were right on anything. But it's really not. I got a package of shrimp. It was like $5 or $6. That's like way cheaper than most grocery stores. More than 1 shrimp. I'll bring up the whole goddamn container. I'm not trying to get you over to the Trader Joe's, all right? I'll tell you one thing they don't sell. They don't sell Diet Dr. Pepper. So in that regard, you're going to be basically starving. He's already poisoned? For real? Please! Just don't stun me. No! No, 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 no! No! Oh. Mortis. That was almost it. I was almost done. I pooped. I pooped a little. I can pull off another poison. Maybe. He takes a lot of damage. Hey, we got the head break. Oh! We got the other poison too! Oh wow, that's so good. I'm being like mega careful now. Because it's like, your guy doesn't... The guy carts left. This is not the sort of weapon that you want to be hit and go on. I feel like Shara's not going to come back. I hate to be that guy. I don't be like a downer. I just don't think. They would bring back a monster like him. I want to get that arm. I want to get this arm. I want to get the trip. Well, we've really gotten all the breaks, huh? What are we doing on time? We're a little low on time. Guard up would change everything, but it's like having to like constantly reposition for beams. Really a nightmare. That would have been it. That would have been Mortis. Gotta be real careful here because you can explode these little sand piles. Our damage has just like gone down so much. Like you can explode that sand pile now. Am I getting advertised Russian roulette? Yes! Oh, thank God. Mortis. It's so hard. Mortis tonight? We can do a little Mortis tonight. Do a little Mortis as a treat. Yeah, we're gonna do the Homer dance. No, we're doing, what is this called? It was better than Lavazia. Sexo. Sexo round 2. Carve scalp. It's too late. I only broke the scalp just to prove a point. How does it go again? Really get into it. We gotta watch the cut. We gotta watch at least the first part of the credits to get the full Espanol. No, I don't need any. I don't need any of the carves. Imagine putting Fatalis % on this run. We can check the time in the from the main menu. A super rare wheel? Maybe we can make it like Exodia and have like 3 parts to unlock Fatalis %. That's probably the only way I would do it. We do that for Crystal Beard EX too. Also, make Crystal Beard Exodia.
No hay tiempo para dudar de ti misma.
Cierto. Ya que hemos acabado, buscaré una nueva afición.
How unnerving is it hearing Spanish spoken, but subtitles Espanol Latin Americano?
Me alegro de que estés ilesa. Buen trabajo. Bravo.
Permanent options wheel that let you roll a super wheel? Oh, that's interesting.
Madre mía.
What are the requirements for Fatalis? To actually fight them?
¿Qué estáis haciendo?
You have to
querido?
see... First you have to fight Shatterhorn.
Este encargo para la quinta flota fue una decisión.
After Shatterhorn, you just have to look at
Pero
Rajang.
fue mi decisión.
Then you have to kill Stygian. Then you have to kill Training Safi. Then you have to look at Elatrion. Then you have to fight Baby Elatrion. And then you can fight Fatalis. It's not that bad. The Fatalis is bad. Everything else is fine. I mean, if you kill Shara, you should be able to kill Stygian and Shatterhorn. I mean, with no Clutch Claw, I mean, I don't even know that the Kieran would be that much worse. I mean, obviously, Dragon Bone would be real bad.
Muy bien. ¿Quieres banana? Pues ven a por ella.
How bad would an all monster clear be? That would just be more tedious than it would be bad.
¿Está vivo?
English dub, it is British English instead of American English. That's not too bad, I guess. Or Gigante killed Shara faster than him? Shara was already dead. I like how you can see my weapon poking out of the bottom of the screen.
Qué cosas.
Man, this game still looks so good.
La cadena alimenticia.
I bet it looks really good on YouTube. I mean, besides like the weird nut guy in the corner. Joya Botanica. I was really worried that we weren't going to do it. I was getting a little... I mean, once the 10-minute marker hits, like, I was getting a little concerned. You know, that second poison probably did it. You think his training regimen is? He probably just eats a lot of meat and lifts things. I mean, that's all any training regimen ever is. Don't overthink it, you know? I think that's the funny thing about fitness. Is you can go in trying to min-max everything, or you could just eat more and lift more. And it'll just work out. Anyways. You got people like, you know, tracking all their micros, their macros, timing fasted cardio versus like, you know, what muscle groups, and you just get guys that just like eat a ton and just keep lifting.
Eso es que te importo.
Eso es.
Venga, señor.
Vamos, senor. What does that mean? Go? Sir?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Let's go.
¿Y ahora qué hacemos?
That guy's kind of a badass. The no-name little buddy.
Qué refrescante. Increíble.
Let's go, sir. Like, we don't even know who that guy is.
Y los dragones ancianos están relacionados con el omnidragón.
Who do they call... Is... Shara Ishvalda called the Omni Dragon?
Torrente eterno. A pesar de nuestros esfuerzos, me temo que nos deja con más preguntas que respuestas.
Most is the we for the verb. I remember that a little bit.
Está clara. Se ha tomado su tiempo.
What does poof mean?
Silenciosamente amplió su
Y luego,
influencia y
poof.
luego- Puf.
Y al llegar a un punto crítico, empiezan a aparecer las anomalías.
Pero si ese es el caso, el ecosistema termina.
Elder Everworm? I see.
Solo, ¿no?
No. Ahí es.
cuando actúa Nergigante.
¿Cómo?
Purificación natural. Así es. La naturaleza es capaz de detectar irregularidades y autorregularse. Quizás con una irregularidad tan grande, el mecanismo para reequilibrarse era...
¡Nergigante!
Parece que nos queda mucho que aprender. Quizá nuestro trabajo sea parte de ese
I mean,
mecanismo de...
I think the main character and the handler do a lot. I think they give the Admiral a whole lot of stuff to do as well. Everyone else, outside of Grandma, doesn't really do anything. Outside of just showing up for certain fights.
Hay que estar listos para la próxima misión.
The funny thing about Base Rise they're like, we're gonna dump all these characters into the Rampage, and that's all the character development they really need. Which is just like insane. They did a lot with Theorain and Sunbreak. I thought that was pretty good, but... I mean, the field team leader, in a lot of ways, felt more developed as a character in Base World than he was in Iceborne, even though Iceborne is clearly supposed to be like him leveling up. I mean, that's the whole point of Iceborne, is like everyone is supposed to be able to get through like their own little character arc and grow as a character. It's just like the field team leader, like, I don't know. He never really, I feel like he never really had a good moment. And there's the defense of Celiana. But in that fight, like, you talk more to, like, the ace cadet more than you do the field team leader. Like, he's the one that is, like, doing everything. Right? The guy with the longsword is from Freedom Unite. It's implied that he's from there, yeah. I like how you guys can see my soda just sitting in the frame. I guess nobody minds, right? He would be so old. I mean, it's not like there's a discrete amount of time that has to have been established from Monster Hunter 1 or Unite to this game. And, like, there's also, like, you never see him, so he could be Laverian. You gotta go to bed? Have a good night, Cass. I mean, even, you know, from between 4U and now, I mean, you know, how much time passed? I mean, clearly some time passed. If he were Varian, wouldn't he have different leg armor? He's just wearing greaves anyways, right? I guess we can go creep at his feet and see if it looks different. I don't know necessarily. Freedom Unite, there wasn't much story. I mean, Try was the first game that really had a story. Freedom Unite, everything before Try. Well, that's not true. Dose had a pretty good story. But that really wasn't the focus of the portable games. Like, the story was just, like, kind of there. Well, he could be rocking the leg greaves like Ron DeSantis rocks his, like, lifts. And he's just got a whole bunch of fake shoe. You know, like the colonization aspect of the commission? There was a review about the game that went on for a very long time complaining about how you had to kill all the monsters without, I think, realizing you could capture almost all of them. It didn't really focus on, like, the, hey, we're just going to take over the new world. Like, we show up at the new world, we're going to mess up with everything, even though it's been fine, and then think that we're the ones that can bring balance. But at the same time, you have to imagine maybe, you know, there's some precious resource in the new world that's necessary for humanity's survival. They don't really talk about that, though. Interestingly enough, they just keep crashing ships into the new world, and then they make their city out of it. Now we're getting, let's not get into the Fatalis fanfiction. We don't need Fatalis fanfiction. I think Fatalis just shows up and wrecks stuff. And I think that's great for him. All right, let's creep on those feet. I mean, well, hold on. Guys, help. Where's the camera? Help me out. Where's view mode? Moto Vision. Ah, thank you. All right, so those are definitely human feet. Right? We can all agree those are human feet. It would be very strange if that was a Bavarian foot in there. But it could be. Now, as for him... Oh, this is an interesting detail I never noticed. I'm assuming his helmet only gets messed up after Velkhana messes with it, right? That's really interesting. I never noticed that before. I guess it's like, once you're an Iceborne, like, how often do you hang out in Astera? He's got 5 fingers. Confirmed, not Wavarian. You're right. You're right. Unless one's a fake finger to throw us all off. I prefer this style of armor design, too. I like this sort of stuff. Compared to, like, the newer styles. I mean, I don't hate the new styles. It's just I prefer the older ones. Time for Mortis? Oh, hold on. People wanted to see hours spent.
Mortis.
I mean, even if the old hunter is 60, he could still be hunting at 60. I'll probably still be hunting at 60. So that's something for you to chew on. Congrats again and good night. I'm still gaming, but if you're going to sleep, good night. Oh! Ah! Yeah. Hate that thing. I don't want to wear it anymore. I need to put on headphones. I need to switch my system. You're right back. I got him. I think I got him. I'm working on it. This thing keeps falling. You not like fall anymore? Oh, well. Oh, God. Yeah, man. Thank God it's over. Holy crap. 27 hours for what was supposed to be, yeah, like, oh, you know, I thought it might be like 13 or 14 hours. Maybe even like, you know, 16 or 18 hours. But when it was like 16 hours and I just gotten a master rank, I was like, this is going to be really bad. I was like, this is not looking good at all. Let's see here. Faith. Unholy Trinity. Just give me 1 second. It's got to update. There's a new update. Hell Wheel 527 starts. I mean, I know people love the Hell Wheel. I just don't want to roll it into the ground, you know? I mean, all things considered, I got Field Master rank pretty quickly. I mean, I guess? Is there sound? I can't hear anything yet. Hello? No mortars. I might switch. Oh, I'm going to switch setups here real quick. We're going to get the mortis. Just give me 1 moment. Obviously, the sound is the best part of the game, so I want to make sure the sound is working. But make sure the sound is working here. Let's put on Eddie for a second. That is definitely working. Okay. Well, let me make sure this is working. Just give me 1 more second. I screwed up my controls before because I was trying to get something to work. I didn't need to. This here. Sorry, I know I'm running around. I know. Oh. I should really just put on Eddie EWI for a second. Please. Where are you? Should work in 1 second. Okay, it's working. Okay, we're good. Let's put on the actual green screen again. Put on the game again.